Wonder what it's like to get to hold them every night, and how they first met and what it must have been like. Did they know it was the start of a lifetime? 'Cause I never felt so alive.
All cheers to Kyle and his beautiful bride to be here shortly, and he's all look pretty good. It's a good day. Cheers. Cheers.
Let's burn like the stars and leave it all behind. This is the start of a lifetime. I used to think the moon must be out of his mind, to be chasing the sun through an endless black sky, until I caught a glimpse of your effortless smile, and I knew it was the start of a lifetime. 'Cause I never felt so alive. This spark is turning.
I am yours now. From this moment on, take my hand. Only you can stop me shaking. We'll share forever. This I promise you. And when I look in your eyes, all of my life is before me. And I'm not running anymore, 'cause I already know I'm home. With every beat of my heart, I give you my love completely. My darling, this I promise you. My love, I can feel your heartbeat as we dance now, closer than before. Don't let go, don't let go, 'cause I could almost cry now. This is forever. I make this vow to you. And when I look in your eyes, all of my life is before me. And I'm not running anymore, 'cause I already know I'm home. With every beat of my heart, I'll give you my love completely. My darling, this I promise you. My darling, this I promise you.
All right, good afternoon. afternoon, everyone, and welcome to family and friends in this stunning wedding party that we have before us here today. I hope everyone's day hasn't been too stressful. As I said earlier, it's beautiful, so it's nice to have everyone here. So you guys can just take a deep breath, and you're up here now, and everyone's here, and everyone can relax. I'm going to do the talking for a few minutes. We're all here today because we know Kyle and Chelsey in our own special way. I'm the officiant today, but I'm also Kyle's first cousin. And I've had the pleasure of watching him grow from the little boy who used to terrorize Morel on 2 wheels to the wonderful man we see before us today. He's like a brother to me, so it was always important that he find someone he trusted, respected, and truly loved. Standing here today, I can confidently say that I know that Kyle and Chelsey make each other better people, and that their relationship and love for each other are amazing to witness. Kyle and Chelsey met on December 20th, 2017 at the annual Morel Christmas dance. Chelsey and Courtney had recently started working at the co-op, so they joined in on the community celebrations. Kyle must have turned on his charm and really wowed Chelsey with his dance moves that night, because he got her number, and not long after, plans for a first date were set. Now, Kyle was in charge of planning that first date, so he decided a nice meal close by at Holy Cow wouldn't put too much pressure on this first date. So he must have been pretty impressed with Chelsey, because later that night, the pressure was on her. Kyle hauled Chelsey into my house for a family get-together to meet everyone. It was a risky move inviting her in to meet us, Kyle, but I guess that way she would know what she was in for immediately. Chelsey fit in with our family as if she'd been around for years, and what more could you ask for than that? In September of 2019, they decided that they needed to add some more excitement to their lives. So their sweet fur baby Lucy joined the family. She's probably in the house barking right now. We forgot her. I'm sure you both learned lots of life skills during the puppy raising process that will be helpful in the future. Kyle and Chelsey enjoy spending time with family and friends, and they're the best auntie and uncle to Shonda and Michael's kiddos. When these two aren't working or volunteering in the community, they enjoy going boating or for drives with Luce. Most recently, they've been putting lots of time and hard work into their new home and beautiful property. Now, we all knew this day would eventually come, but Kyle, once again, wasted no time in sealing the deal. 1 week while driving past a neighbor's driveway, he pointed out a large address stone in the neighbor's driveway. Their name and address were carved in it. He asked Chelsey what she thought about it. She didn't think too much, and she said, "Yeah, that looks nice." Little did she know that at their family photo shoot later that week, Kyle would turn that photo shoot into a proposal and ask to share his last name. We're all very proud to be here today to witness the love you share and to watch you take the next steps toward your future together. You're a wonderful couple, and you have a friendship that will continue to grow and strengthen your marriage. That friendship allows you to be open and honest with each other, to have fun and laugh together. You have wonderful examples of what it takes to make a marriage work in your parents, family members, and friends. Remember to always put yourself in your partner's place. Take the time to show your appreciation for each other, share all your good times, and help each other carry the weight that difficult times can bring. Make time for each other, talk, ask questions, be patient, and plan dates for just the two of you, even if life seems a little too busy. I found a reading that I really think speaks to what I'm trying to say, so I will read it for you now. It's called The Blessing of the Hands by Reverend Daniel L. Harris. These are the hands of your best friend, young and strong and full of love for you, that are holding yours on your wedding day, as you promise to love each other today, tomorrow, and forever. These are the hands that will work alongside yours as you build your future together. These are the hands that will passionately love you and cherish you through the years, and with the slightest touch will comfort you like no other. These are the hands that will hold you when fear or grief fills your mind. These are the hands that will countless times wipe the tears from your eyes, tears of sorrow and tears of joy. These are the hands that will tenderly hold your children. These are the hands that will help you to hold your family as one. These are the hands that will give you strength when you need it. And lastly, these are the hands that even when wrinkled and aged will still be reaching for yours, still giving you the same unspoken tenderness with just a touch. Okay, so with those beautiful words in mind, I want you to give each other's hands a little squeeze. Take a deep breath, and Kyle, you can repeat after me. I do solemnly declare that I do solemnly declare that I do not know of any lawful impediment why I, Kyle Douglas Compton, may not be joined in matrimony to Chelsey Elizabeth Gunn. I do solemnly declare that I do not know of any lawful impediment why I, Chelsey Elizabeth Gunn, may not be joined in matrimony to Kyle Douglas I call on those persons present to witness that I, Kyle Douglas Compton, do take you, Chelsey Elizabeth Gunn, to be my lawful wedded wife. I call on those persons present to witness that I, Chelsey Elizabeth Gunn, do take you, Kyle Douglas Compton, to be my lawful wedded husband.
When I saw you standing there, I fell off my chair. When you moved your mouth to speak, I felt the blood go to my feet. Well, it took time for me to know what you tried so not to show. Something in my soul just cried. I see the wonder in your blue eyes. Baby, I love you, you want me.
Family and friends, the paperwork is signed, so all that's left for me to say is I, Kelsey Compton, by the virtue of the powers vested in me by the Marriage Act of Prince Edward Island, do hereby pronounce you, Kyle Douglas Compton, and Chelsey Elizabeth Gunn, to be husband and wife. You may kiss.
This is what it feels like, living in the moment, living in the moment.
to us. We thank you for friends and family. We thank you most of all for Chelsey and Kyle here today. And Father, pray your blessing upon them as they start their married lives together. We thank you for the wonderful advantages that you've already given to them and the family and friends that they are surrounded with here. Father, we thank you also for the beautiful food that's been prepared for us, and pray that you would bless us and encourage us throughout the rest of this evening. Just continue with us now, and in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Now fast forward 20 years, and we still obsessed with, but now it's our lives. Whether it be in the morning coffees at the shop, or a snap over our day's events, even if it's in Kyle's favorite place, the grading room. Being Kyle's best friend, I've seen him at his worst. It was a cold winter day. We were playing hockey out back at Jonesy's. The next thing you know, I'm dragging Kyle home in a wagon with a broken leg. I've also had the privilege of seeing Kyle on his best days, but I don't think anything can top today, watching him marry his other best friend. Cheers to the happy couple.
Good evening, everyone. It's wonderful to have so many family and friends gathered to help celebrate Chelsey and Kyle's special day. To the bridesmaids, you ladies look amazing. And the groomsmen, you clean up quite well yourselves. For those of you who may not know me, my name is Courtney Gunn, and I am Chelsey's younger sister by a whole 7 minutes. In fact, we were once womb mates. That's right, we are identical twins. We came into this world as a package deal, and it's been that way ever since. Growing up, we did everything together, from playing sports, running 4-H speeches, getting our driver's license, buying our first car, and to doing homework at the kitchen table until the wee hours of the morning. Make no mistake, we did have our fair share of fights as well. But we always knew that no matter what, we had each other's back and we're always there for one another. Experiencing life with somebody the same age was and still is a blessing. She's not only my sister, she is my best friend, my partner in crime, and my biggest cheerleader. As I mentioned earlier, we did everything together, including accepting our first job together at the Morale Co-op, which was the beginning of this beautiful love story. It was working at the co-op where Kyle first laid eyes on Chelsey, and well, let's say it's safe to say he has never looked back. He was adamant from day one that she was the one. I remember Chelsey coming over to me, leaving the Morale Christmas dance, and she was just amazed that someone could talk about potatoes as long as Kyle could. That old expression that absence makes the heart grow fonder is true. When Chelsey decided to make the move to Morale and we weren't as physically close, it was then that our bond grew stronger. We went from seeing each other every day to spending hours on the phone, as we still do today. Over the years, I've come to see and appreciate how right Kyle is for Chelsey. From the way he makes her smile, to the way he supports her, builds her up, and comforts her when needed. The bond you two have is certainly a special bond, and the love you share can be felt by everyone in this room tonight. Chelsey, you have found your Prince Charming. As your twin sister and closest friend, I truly believe that the love and happiness you've found will stand the test of time and last an eternity. Brian and Doreen, you did a great job raising a fine young man. I want to give a heartfelt thank you to you both, as well as Shonda, Kyle's sister, Mike, her husband, and Lily and Link, their two sweet children. From day one, you have all opened your hearts and homes to me and the rest of my family, and we will forever be grateful. Chelsey and Kyle, I am truly blessed to be standing here today, not only because I get to be your maid of honor, but more importantly, to welcome Kyle with open arms into our family. As I said, it's a package deal. Chelsey gets a husband, and I get a brother. Family and friends, please raise your glasses and join me in a toast to the newlyweds, Mr. and Mrs. Compton.
Good evening, everyone. I'm not much of a public speaker, that's for sure, but I want to say a few words. Today is a very special occasion for my very best friends, Kyle and Chelsey, and I know for all of us as well. This day couldn't have been possible without the support received from families, friends, and everyone from the community. It has been weeks and months of planning, preparation, in the making, and a lot of hard work has gone into it. But I'm sure you will all agree with me that it shows and it has all been worth it. So a big thank you to everyone. I've known Kyle since the first day of consolidated school. We were the village kids. From riding bikes to turning into teenagers and getting into trouble. We did it together. Never have we grown apart. Kyle moved away and so did I. But that didn't stop us from phoning, looking forward to that next vacation at home, to catch up with each other and being together again. Kyle might not like me saying this, but I can remember going for drives in the evenings or sitting at friends. He would say, "I have to do a potato delivery to the co-op tomorrow." And he would have a big smile on his face. We knew what was going on, but he was very shy at first in saying his reasons why he always was volunteering to do the potato drop-off. But as time went on, we found out the real reasons why. The potato delivery guy was in a relationship and quite in love. And now, today, the love of his life, the beautiful bride, Chelsey, is sitting beside him. I am so happy for you both. May you have a life filled with love, respect, health, and happiness together. I love you both. A toast to Kyle and Chelsey. Cheers.
What a great evening and a wonderful day it was with the weather. I'd like to take this time to say especially how beautiful the bridesmaids were, and Chelsey, truly as always, you're beautiful, and you're extra beautiful today. Also, not to be forgotten, I'd like to acknowledge how sober-ish the groomsmen were today. Not too bad yourselves. Where do I begin? Kyle's like a brother to me. We go way back. From the days of playing dinkies on the living room floor and biking all over the streets of Morel, to living together and working on the drilling rigs in Alberta. Me and Kyle have shared many fond memories together, but let me take you back to the early days of Kyle's childhood. For those of you who didn't know Kyle as a child, or as a young pup, as we'd like to call him, I'll take you back to his early days in Bangor. Let me enlighten you. Kyle spent his first few years as an adventurous little boy, spending his days following his father around and absolutely obsessed with tractors and farming. But more than anything in the whole world, Kyle's first love were his two childhood dogs, Bear and Dutchie. Kyle loved those dogs so much, he was inseparable from them. Like a scene from the Jungle Book, those two dogs played a big part in developing Kyle's early childhood survival instincts. If you pulled into the lane, you were greeted promptly by either a chocolate lab, a German shepherd, or a sweet 3-year-old boy running alongside of the car on all fours, barking his head off, waiting to see who was stopping by for a visit. Yes, those were the simple days when all you had to worry about was finding a good tree to pee on and hoping that there was enough kibbles and bits in the dog dish so that you could get a nap before bedtime. Kyle was a good boy. Kyle quickly adapted to the big city life of Morale and realized that his rugged canine instincts that Bear and Dutchie had prepared him with were no longer needed in this new urban area, with its grocery and convenience stores just a bike ride away. Kyle became up to date on all the latest gossip, and by the age of 8, he had the social skills of a pensioner at the local coffee shop. If it happened on the streets of Morale, Kyle was in the know. Kyle was not shy to strike up conversation with anyone to get the latest scoop. As soon as our family car pulled into Jay's for a movie rental, Kyle would swoop in on his bike, squealing the back tires, and ask, "What's going on?" Kyle put a lot of miles on that bike. I was sure he was destined to be on the Tour de France one day. Kyle has always had a mischievous streak to him. I remember when we were fishing at the Forge one time. It was open the day before opening day of trout fishing, and we got a call to go up to Brian and 80s, just farther up the river. Me being probably 18 and Kyle 14, just good sober kids. The day before trout fishing, we took off walking across the street at about 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, and we were crossing by the Scotia Bank in Morel. I don't know if you guys are familiar where that is, but right behind it is the fire hall. And we were crossing through the fire hall, and we were each carrying a box of beverages. And pretty early for a couple of young fellas to be up to no good. And I turned around and said to Kyle, cops. Maybe we should, hide in the shadows or something like that. But here Kyle thought it was a good idea to pull the fire alarm on the fire hall in Morel. And for those of you who've never heard this old style fire alarm, it's to let people in Fort Augustus in 1943 know that the Germans are in St. Peter's Harbor with U-boat. So it was pretty loud. I instantly just turned and punched Kyle with all my might in the shoulder, and I could have swore that I broke his collarbone, but that was just a little insight to Kyle's mischievous side. Fast forward a few years later, and Kyle's starting to settle down a bit. His mischievous ways have dwindled, and all of a sudden his time is being more and more occupied. He's not seen inside of his social circle near as often. At first we just all kind of thought he was being mentored by Greg Dunn at the local co-op to become a manager, and he was going to be spending a lot of time around there. Then finally, in his secretive ways, Kyle broke his silence. "Man, there's this girl at the co-op. You should see her. Her name is Chelsey, and she's pretty cute." Pause. I'm sure Chelsey was pretty curious who this young man was that keeps buying a pack of gum every hour and a half. Jesus, this guy must really like gum. Things got pretty serious between Chelsey and Kyle. I mean, after he figured out which one was Chelsey and which one was Courtney, he was they started spending a lot of time together. Kyle helping Chelsey taking on his free time to stop by and see how she was getting along at work. Whereas Chelsey was devoting her time to getting third-degree burns on a speedboat on the beach. Jeez, you guys want to see a sunburn. I mean, something's weird. But in the past 2 years, they've made some huge milestones. They purchased their first home together. They became very proud fur parents to Lucy. They also became aunt and uncle to Lily and Lincoln, and they love spending time and spoiling their niece and nephew. I was pretty happy to hear about the news of their engagement last year and was truly honored to be asked to be part of their big day. All joking aside, me and Kyle have been like brothers since day one. It means a lot to me to be up here today and taking part in celebrating their marriage, so I want to thank you guys for that. Before I leave with my final words of wisdom, I'd just like to raise a toast to the bride and groom. Cheers to Kyle and Chelsey. This is for Chelsey. Chelsey, if Kyle is needy or getting under your skin, give him a pat on the head or a scratch behind the ears. If he might just be craving a little bit of attention. Don't get too close to him while he's eating. He may nip at you. He's very territorial around his food. If he is circling the door with an impatient look on his face, let him outside and take him for a drive. He loves car rides. Comfort him during thunderstorms. They scare him. And be patient with him. He may not always be perfect, but he has a very big heart, and you mean the world to him. And for Kyle, be good to your beautiful bride. Love her with all your heart each and every single day. Be thoughtful to her needs. Make her laugh when she's having a bad day. Buy her flowers to let her know that she's in your thoughts. And for God's sakes, don't fuck it up. You know what it's like to sleep with the dogs.
Hello, my name is Shonda, and as many of you know, I'm Kyle's younger sister. Normally, I'm quick to turn my head when the opportunity to public speak is presented to me, but for the longest time, the idea of Kyle getting married didn't seem possible, so this is quite a special occasion. Growing up, I was the baby of the family, and let me tell you, Kyle didn't make it easy. I guess you could say that I learned at a young age what unconditional love truly means, or else there's no way Kyle and I will be as close as we are today. Being the younger sister definitely made me develop thick skin, but there are always those times when he would hit me a little too hard or push me over the edge. The tears would start coming, and you could see the panic on his face, frantically trying to settle me down, saying, "Here, hit me as hard as you want," before Dad found out. We never did learn. But Kyle, being a younger sister, sorry. I got to see the side of you. Okay. Got to see the side of you that not many others did growing up. You can see. Sorry. Little glimpses. Can you please read this for me?
I can't. Little glimpses of you that reflect the man you've become today. You were the one who hauled me around in that little red wagon every day until it got dark. The one who asked the other kids on the playground to play with me when I was alone. The one who let me sign my name on the Christmas presents you brought for Mom and Dad. You have a built-in protection that I didn't always show, but you always have been there for me, and I know you will never leave. Can I leave now?
Yeah. Good. My heart is filled with so many special memories of growing up with you, and while no one on earth can trigger you quite like a sibling, I am so happy and proud to be the better half of our brother-sister duo. Your happiness is so important to me, and I know you will always have that with Chelsey. Chelsey. Okay. I think I can speak for everyone when I say you look absolutely stunning tonight. I want to start off by saying thank you. It has always been so important for me to have a good relationship with my brother's wife, and you made that easy. Today, through marriage, you officially became my sister, but it was long ago, through love and laughter, you became one of my best friends. I admire so much about you. Mostly the patience and fortitude it takes to marry my brother. I really couldn't have asked for a better person to marry my big brother. You complement him perfectly, and it has been an honor watching the two of you fall in love as your relationship unfolded. You are one of the most kind-hearted people I know. My kids adore you, and I am so thankful that they have such an exceptional role model in their lives to look up to. But most importantly, Kyle adores you. You bring out a happiness in him that warms my heart. And knowing this, I can breathe a big sigh of relief because I know you will always look out for him the same way I did. In saying that, I want to wish you both a lifetime full of laughter and happiness, and I can't wait to see what great things you will accomplish together as husband and wife.
Good evening, everybody. As stated, we are Chelsey's mother and father. I'm Robert, Tracy. Anyway, it has been a very, very beautiful day. Everybody looks exceptionally amazing. Anyway, what's the young girl's name that you want? Anyway, all jokes aside, Kyle, you seem to hit Chelsea's, I guess, buttons in all the right places to make her happy, because I've never seen her smile so much. So anyway, from the gun side of things, welcome to the family. Cheers.
Good evening. Ryan? A few years back, Kyle started going down to the co-op a little bit more often than we thought. Anyway, found it kind of strange that I'd open the cupboard door and there'd be stuff that in the cupboards we never ever thought we'd be using. So I said to Doreen one day, "What are you going to do with this stuff?" "I don't know." She said, "Kyle brought it home." So the co-op flyer would come and he'd be rifling through the flyer. And I don't even think it was for the same week that the sales were on. But anyway, look at this. Look at this for sale. I got to go down and get some of this stuff. Away you go. And the cupboard was full of stuff that we never did use or never will use probably. But anyway, every trip was worth it. I got home with a pretty nice girl. And on behalf of Doreen and I and Chelsey and Shonda. We welcome you with open arms, and you know that we love you dearly. Here's to Chelsey.
Well, I honestly don't know where to start. Look at this place. Everyone showed up to support us. So thank you. I'd like to start off by saying a huge thank you to everyone that came out to share a special day with us. Specifically, the groomsmen and the bridesmaids. You guys clean up well. Thank you. To all of our vendors, the videographers and the photographers, thank you. The DJ who's going to provide some awesome music tonight. Can we have Holy Cow come in? Holy Cow put on a spectacular meal. We can give them a big round of applause. Thank you. We had Davey Anderson drive the bus for us, so thank you. Glenn and Lisa, wow, what a wonderful job with the music and the ceremony today. Thank you. Kent, thank you for saying grace. It was great. Kelsey, I don't even know where to start. You gave us peace of mind. So thank you for being the MC of the jewelry ceremony. And lastly, our parents, Robert, Tracy, Doreen, and Brian. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. You pulled late nights and you showed up for us when we needed you. Thank you. One last special shout out. He's hiding over there by the door. Bob Hughes. We'd be lost and this place wouldn't look as good if it wasn't for Bob Hughes. Bob showed up as a neighbor and he has supported us since we started our journey on the Bangor Road. We show up at Bob's house and he's got it done in 2 minutes, maybe less. There's no hesitation. So thank you, Bob. Everything about this day came together spectacularly, and we can't thank everybody who came together to make it happen. So thank you for showing up. Thank you for being here, and we hope the party's good tonight.
Not much point in me saying anything. Everything's been said all evening, so enjoy the evening, everybody. Thanks for everything. The bugs are going to be banned for a little bit, so don't whine and cry about it. They will spray over there and stuff, so bear with it for a bit. Thanks, guys. Enjoy the evening. And if we forgot anybody, we're sorry too. There's so many people to thank, but thank you all.
Would you say we put us down some roots, found a house up on a hill, travel around the world, put some pictures on the shelf, hold you close and keep the faith, raise some kids with our last name. Well, come on baby, what you say we do, I feel like going on with you. Every day I love you better than the day before. Watching sunsets fading from the front porch. We'll build this home together with any song. And as the years keep rolling on, you'll be right where I belong. What you say? Found a house up on with you, growing old with you. What you say we put us down some roots, found a house up on a hill, travel around this world, put some pictures on the shelf. Maybe one day the babies go, we have some babies of their own. Mom and I are a mess, seeing you in that dress. Our little girl is now grown, and I remember how sweet when you danced on my feet. Now you stand on your own. You'll always be my little girl, my whole life, my whole world, my little girl. This dance is more than just a dance. It gives me one more chance to show the world how proud I am of you. And as we dance, dance around this room like we did when you were two, my little girl. This dance is more than just a dance. It gives me one more chance to show the world how proud I am of you. And as we dance, dance around this room like we did when you were two, my little girl. This dance is just for you. Ladies and gentlemen, Chelsey and Jill. She'll change a dirty diaper, wipe a runny nose, get a 2-day purple Kool-Aid stain right out of your clothes. And she'll put her last spare dollar under your pillow when you lose a tooth. she bows her head to pray, you can bet she's saying one for you. That's what mamas do. But she'll get old and fragile, and the end will come too soon. And she'll let go and you'll hold on the way all children do. You listen, morning, leave pretty flowers for her, and you'll cry like a baby she knew. And she'll hear you, guide you, pray the right finds you. She'll never stop watching over you. Ladies and gentlemen, Kyle and his mom blowing to
Seen the sunlight in a couple months. It's getting kinda dark in here and I feel numb. Oh, I just need a little bit of your good loving to keep me glowing, glowing, glowing. I can hardly breathe without you here.